good to be done with that episode 100 crap.
Crap.
Just the stress. Now we can just do episode 101 and not worry about anything. Because it's totally different.
I prize the number 101 more than 100, Troy.
Well-
This episode is what I've been building towards all along.
I prize Grant more than I prize you.
It's all arbitrary.
Where do I end up? Where do I end up on the list? Also, I have strawberry cheesecake beer.
Whoa, what do you
I
got
got
a strawberry
nervous.
cheesecake
What?
beer and you're just bogarting it?
Sydney is just subtly pushing over a glass,
Was
an
it-
empty glass.
Was it subtle?
It wasn't very subtle.
I love that the strawberry cheesecake beer also gave you the attention span of a 3-year-old. Also, I
Right,
have
just
strawberry
cut someone off in the
cheesecake
middle.
beer.
Well, no, actually, I asked the question, where do I place myself on Troy's favorite list? And I'm like, oh, I don't want the answer to that.
Yeah, I'm
so
not sure why you
there's
asked
the
that.
strawberry
Yeah, I know. You quickly changed the subject.
Cheers, everybody.
That's smart.
Great
Hey,
100th
cheers.
episode.
Good
Yeah.
100th. That was fun.
Cheers.
That was
That was a
awesome.
great
We
time.
should do that again in 99 eps.
I can't believe we all got out of it. I truly can't. That was incredible.
All right, Grant, calm the fuck down.
I say this all the time across the entire network. Someone's going to die. This is the one. And then sometimes I'm overhyping it, hoping that's going to happen. But I really, really thought I had you. I didn't even think about your burrowing ability. I felt pretty good you'd fail the athletics check, but man, you were the one to go down there. I knew you had good athletic stacks, but I just thought you're Joe. You'll find a way to fail it.
Yeah.
But I knew that even if you did fall, you had a good chance of getting up. Not a gimme, but you breathe, don't you?
No,
You don't breathe?
I also don't breathe.
All right, so you had a pretty good chance, but you don't have burrow, so you'd have to follow his thing. It would get ugly. I wouldn't be as
Someone would like excavate him in 500 years.
Yeah.
And he would just be like, hello.
It's like
I'm thinking of-
finding
Like Data's head.
under the ruins of San Francisco.
I was
Yeah.
thinking
Spoiler
of
alert.
Detroit Become Human in the junkyard with all the. Anybody play that game?
No.
Well,
we don't play video
No,
games.
no one played it.
Nerd.
Everyone got really excited for it.
I
and then
played
no
it.
one played it.
It was good. Anyway, there's a junkyard and there's a bunch
Well,
of
one
androids.
person played it.
It was me,
It was you.
Yay!
and I have coronavirus.
Oh, there you go.
Boy.
Wow. And then unrelated.
Joe, do you wear medium armor?
No, he's an extra large.
I don't remember anymore
It's a joke.
because
I'm just.
I used to always wear heavy, but I think I changed it because we got some pretty good later. Let me see. No, I think I am still right.
Heavy.
I'm amazed. that
Kasatha
you were-
microcord.
I was amazed
2.
that you still had a plus 13 with heavy armor. That's impressive. You got some strength and some skills.
He's giving you shit. He's challenging everything on your character sheet in his veiled attempt to compliment you. Your thoughts, Joe?
Kasatha microcord. Your thoughts, David? Is that heavy?
It looks pretty light to me, just because it's only a -1 on the armor check.
Yeah,
but
that's
Yeah.
why you're still the plus 13. That's great.
But I did wear heavy armor for so long. You know, I really was excited. I think I talked about this before. I was really excited to get into power armor, and it's pretty lame.
yes.
Yeah.
See, David agrees.
I-
Yeah, to go down, I was like, when I built Dax at first level, I was like, I will build him for power armor. That's what I wanted to do. And then I got to that level. I think it's 5th level. You can take the feat. And then I was looking at the power armors, and I was like, they stink.
I agree. I was looking at it at the same time
For
with
your backup,
Linnea.
yeah.
No, for Linnea because
Oh.
she's also a soldier.
Right.
I thought you knew. And I was like, I wanted to be a transformer robot.
Yeah.
This guy. Yeah. But no, they suck.
I think power armor should be like difficult to attain and really awesome.
Yeah.
Like now, like as it is, you can buy it, but it's like there's no reason, and it's also you can only power it for like an hour or something.
Right. And I think it
So-
gives you like absurd strength. Like it would be great in
No
this situation we were
well,
just
that's
in.
the thing. It doesn't even give you a bonus. Like it gives you a flat strength score.
That's true.
It
That's
doesn't
true.
augment your strength.
That's
like
true.
if it's the same or whatever.
It has the same power level as like the last Fallout game. Like you.
That's what I was
get
gonna
power
say.
Armor,
It
but
reminds
would
me of
last like
Fallout.
2 minutes.
The Appalachia ones. The Appalachia one.
I
76.
can't remember which one. No,
No,
not 76.
Fallout 4
Single
in
player.
Boston.
Fallout 4.
Yeah. I like the
76 was.
Bad.
It was just nothing.
Nobody played that.
I don't know what you're all talking about.
Video games, Matthew.
Yes.
Different than
Yeah, I
what,
Yeah,
what
Fallout
this
is
is.
amazing.
Sorry they didn't make a
Not some-
play out of Fallout 4.
I don't think I would have gone to see that.
I would go see.
I would
go see that
absolutely
play,
see
yeah.
a play about Fallout 4.
I would too. It'd be so
Yeah,
fun.
in
Yeah.
the vault.
Vault Dweller.
Everybody's
Yeah.
wearing the clothes, the jumpsuits.
Before
Yeah.
we move on to the next thing, the episode, I got to let everyone know I'm really excited because I got tickets at Carnegie Hall to see the Final Fantasy VII Remake Orchestra. It's October 3rd.
Man.
I got a ticket for.
Are tickets available?
Yeah, they're still available.
Oh, yeah. Why would that sell out?
I got on. No, there aren't many left. There aren't many left.
No, I know.
I got the level 1, which is the best acoustically on the left side, which is further away from the woodwinds, which is where you want to be, so the woodwinds project to your ears better.
You've thought a lot about this.
I'm not at all surprised that you did the research into knowing that.
Yeah. No,
But, I mean,
very
did you
excited.
do the research into knowing that about orchestras in general years ago, or is this specifically for Final Fantasy you were looking?
I
into
was
it?
speaking with a friend who brought it up to me, who knew the ins and outs of where to sit.
And New Carnegie Hall.
Oh yeah, I mean practice, practice, practice. That's how we got there.
That's how you get there,
Oh my God.
according to a jokester in the Catskills in the 40s.
I played the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo today.
Oh,
It released today, and I played it.
How was it?
It was fine.
I've never played a single Final Fantasy.
What system did you play on?
PS4.
It was okay.
It was. I mean, it was good, but it was like really. It was too hard. I think I should have put it on the easy setting because I was just really frustrated by it. I really just want to get through it.
My only
That's
final
the sign of a good game.
Really just want to get it over
Yeah, I
with.
want to get it over with.
It's a sign of an award-winning
so I can
game.
enjoy the rest of my life. No, it was really cool. Like, you know,
I thought about playing that, and I decided to carry on living my life.
but I did like. I loved Final Fantasy VII so much when it came. I loved it. Like I played it like crazy, and so you know, I am looking forward to the final product when it comes out. Even though it's going to come out in I think 42 separate $60 installments. But I'm still excited.
That's about how much the Carnegie Hall tickets cost. So.
That is dead on.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, I had a lot of fun with that. I even though none of you died, it was a fun moment to be like, well, what do I do here? Do I just let them struggle and die, or do I allow creativity to play out? And Sydney, you did a wonderful job. Matthew, terrible job. Ellie, the usual. And the rest of you all somewhere down the middle.
I didn't do nearly as good a job as Sydney, I'll admit. But the fire extinguisher thing was something.
You guys were in such a difficult spot. It was one of those situations where the fire extinguisher thing was cool.
yes.
But it's hard. It's one of those things where it's like,
The finger.
how many times can you blast a wall or a door? Like, you can
Yeah.
only do so much in every round, so it's hard to figure out what to do.
To me, I think it's great if you just have an image. If you just create a great image that seems to work. And that image of like, ting, 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 the fire extinguisher rolling down the hallway, and then
So,
boom, and then blowing out the wall. It's just, it's awesome.
so
Yeah, I mean some feedback for Troy.
Yay! Give it to him!
Please.
Please.
No, I was just gonna say I was a little disappointed, to be honest.
That nobody died?
No, just in general with Troy.
Just in general with the app.
Just
Just this general persona, personality.
Look at him trying to
in general.
make note. Be better persona.
No, I like to take note of really, really significant feedback.
As you can expect, Troy accepts feedback.
He's
very
drawing.
well.
He's drawing a
Especially from
stick
people
figure.
whose opinions I look so highly upon. What else you got?
Nice
Any other
glasses.
notes?
Nice glasses. I'm happy you're wearing them.
Nice glasses.
You
A
blind.
peek behind the curtain.
Who said that?
He's drawing a stick figure
You know,
belly.
I will say that
It's
your
a voodoo doll.
eyes match your sweater more than your blue glasses. I guess it's the larger piece of material that you're wearing that they match to.
Stop looking at my larger piece. Let's talk about androids and aliens. Grant can see everything back here.
What's that?
Hey now.
Hey,
We left last episode with a little glimpse into a different time, perhaps. A little glimpse at one Stanbach Vanya. Now, if some people listening to this jumped in at 101, you better go back so you know who Stanbach Vanya is.
You have to go back.
Gotta go back. I'll give you a little catch-up sesh. Meishon's dead. P.S. Meishon's dead.
that's right. It was a PS.
P.S. Meishon's dead.
Dead.
Her dad, as far as you know, captured by the cult of the Devourer and taken somewhere in the diaspora. Meishon's mother, we know, joined the cult of the Devourer and sacrificed herself in their all-encompassing desire for destruction's sake. Shit went bad. But why? What happened? And now we see the doctor. Well, we know now that he was a doctor, perhaps a professor, being conscripted by astral extractions. What is going on? Let's go back. Now we see Stambach Vanya standing in front of a long conference table in a large, plainly decorated room. Deep gray walls seem to close in on him as he stands at the head of the table, kind of nervously looking around, wondering what he's doing here. He looks a little out of place. He's not dressed for this particular room. This isn't something he's normally doing. So he's just taking everything in. A door opens and several men in suits walk in and immediately sit around the table. A man in a lab coat walks in last and motions Stambach to sit. Please. Dr. Vanya, thank you for making the journey out here. I hope the accommodations were adequate. Stambach laughs. I've never seen such luxury, more than accommodating. Thank you. Dr. Vanya, I know your time is valuable, and I can imagine you know ours is as well. So I apologize if I dismiss with formality and cut straight to the matter. Stambach nods, trying to fit in with the no-nonsense feel of the room. Your daughter died recently, yes? Stambach is caught off guard by the directness of the question. Excuse me? Your daughter, she died. It says here she passed from an incurable genetic disorder, yes? Yes. We have been keeping an eye on your work long before your very public lecture at the Kavarat University of Archaeology. It's quite fascinating. Am I to assume that your impetus for coming up with this revolutionary technique was to not only bring your daughter back, but to imbue her with her former memories? Stambach is... yes. I'm sorry? Yes. As I told Dr. Nakada, though he looks around, she's not there. The work is quite theoretical. When my daughter died, we were approached by all of the usual clone operations after the customary mourning period of never long enough. My wife was not interested in a traditional clone because she knew that the Meishun we would get in return would not be our little star. As I watched and continue to watch my wife delve further and further into inconsolable depression, I knew I needed to do something. So I came up with this idea. And now correct me if I'm misinterpreting it, but you believe that by not only cloning and perfecting the physical DNA of, in this case, your daughter, so that the genetic disease would not be present in the new clone, you would also be able to remove her actual memories to implant in your new daughter, and this process would create something more akin to what you lost? I believe so. Yes, by removing certain pieces of the amygdala, the hippocampus, the cerebellum, and the prefrontal cortex, I believe it can be done, but it cannot be done. This type of equipment needed and the money that's... Dr. Vanya, please. If I may. He presses a button, and the right wall of the room, the whole wall, rises up, and the most pristine, unbelievable-looking laboratory appears. You can see from Dr. Vanya's reaction that this is the lab that he's always dreamed of. As you can see, we more than have the capabilities, Dr. Vanya. We have everything you need to bring your daughter back, and your wife, to bring peace to her soul. Please, have a look around. Stambach just gets up and sleepwalks through the lab, admiring the equipment like Walter White when he got into the pro meth lab.
That's all I was thinking
Yeah.
from the moment he said it.
Spoilers. Yeah. He makes meth. That's the whole show.
It's first episode.
In a professional lab. That's not the first.
He is
episode.
professionally sells meth.
Yes. He's really good at it.
That was really good.
He's really good at it.
Bottle cap.
Yeah.
No.
I could use some meth right now.
Pro doesn't mean you're good at something, Graham. Pro means you do it for money.
No, he's not doing it pro bono.
Maybe I misunderstood the premise of the show.
Pro bono
Yeah.
meth chemist.
There's a lot of poor people out there that can't afford meth. And one man.
Yes. He's a real
sets his
Robin
goal.
Hood of meth.
Yeah, he's a Robin Hood of meth.
You haven't seen Breaking Bad? He's Robin Hood of meth. Starbuck walks around and he's admiring this equipment, and then he stops because behind a glass wall is a naked or half-naked man strapped to a bed. He's overweight, out of shape, heavily tattooed, and he has a mohawk.
Oh.
Stambach is like, who is this? That is the price, Dr. Vanya. You see, we believe our scientists are the best in the pack worlds, but we need your brain, pardon the expression, to learn exactly how to perform this specific technique. So we've brought you a test subject before you try it in earnest with your daughter. Who is this man? Who he is does not matter, Dr. Vanya. He's no one. But he could be someone someday. You see, among our many focuses, we create our own line of androids to work for us. They are paid a fair wage, and they have relatively normal lives outside of their assignments for us. They comprise what we call our X series. It's a series we've been trying to perfect for some time. This man you see before you will be helping us to create our 19th iteration in the series. But we want to try something different this time around. We want to use your technique of memory extraction to create this X-19 unit. We can clone the man with ease. Anyone could. We'll create a better version, of course. Get rid of the beer gut, remove the tattoos, and that ridiculous haircut.
I think it's a pretty cool haircut.
But we would like to use your theoretical memory extraction technique as well. Stambach's like, why would you do this? Not to mention, I don't believe this can be done on a living person. He could die or worse. This man knew what he was getting into, Dr. Vanya. Though he once had an impressive life, he is an addict now. His life is spent getting high and nodding off in Vesk metal rock clubs.
Cool.
He
Sounds awesome.
Wow.
What a life.
Is unlike any other metal you've heard.
By all accounts, he should have died long ago. If he dies now, he's already signed away that right for the promise of 500 credits. If he lives, he'll be 500 credits richer. Either way, he won't be any of our problems. You give an addict 500 credits, they tend to take care of themselves. No. Stambach says, I can't do this. This is barbaric. This is inhumane. He's cut off by the sound of another wall opening to reveal a large tube full of viscous liquid and an adolescent Mei Shun floating inside in suspended animation. Dr. Nakata lingers nearby. Steinbach rushes to the tube and puts his hand near her face. My little star, what have you done? Dr. Vanya, the choice is yours, but you must make it quickly. We don't have a lot of time here. Help us, and your family, the life you once had, returns to you. Walk away and return to your miserable life. Steinbach barely even hears what they say. He's just lost in the vision of his daughter, now returned at least in the flesh, and he just speaks to her with his eyes closed, just holding the tube. My little star, my little star, my little star. rest of the building falls on and kills Callum.
Weird.
And the
What a
biggest
bummer.
twist that no one saw coming.
Oh,
Man, what an opener.
And we'll see you in 102.
Wow.
Wow. All right. Guess that's it.
Callum's dead. Callum's dead.
Wait, Matthew, again, please.
There it is. That's the sound.
Yeah, that's it. There he goes.
Callum Wilhelm.
Oh.
Well,
Is everyone all right?
No, I'm dead. Wait, I'm not. Never mind. I'm okay. And you were there too. And you. And you.
Very impressive, Callum. Well done.
Is everybody.
Without you,
Oh,
we would have all perished in the building.
wait, where's. Oh, I forgot his name. The slug guy.
He comes out of the ground.
One eye sock. I'm here.
Oh,
And he turns the eye sock around his head. Oh, everyone made it. Great, great.
I thought you were going to say one flower.
great.
No, one flower pops out like a half a foot behind him.
Yeah. It's so
Like a-
excited.
Like a fart bubble in a bathtub.
Yeah.
Does the whole building collapse, Troy? Is it like totally gone to shit?
totally gone to shit.
Oh man,
Right
did
on
we get
top of
any
you.
loot?
How much gold?
You know, it's funny. You guys have surprisingly missed a ton of clutch loot in this book.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it true? Or are you just
A
trying to
lot.
make
Are
us
you
feel
missing
better?
Right, David?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
a lot.
Like a significant amount. We're talking
How?
ability crystals.
How?
Bad rolls
We
or
checked
just never
everything.
looking?
Multiple ability crystals, Dave?
I think there were two.
Two, yeah.
That makes no sense because we've been clearing out the fog of war.
I'm pretty sure it was all Ellie's fault.
We
no,
missed
I,
that one
I,
round.
I insist all the time to do perceptionies.
You
there,
do.
There actually have been some bad rolls, and
Yeah.
there are also places you haven't looked.
Yeah, that's the thing. There were some times you
Mix.
just rolled bad, and other times that you were just like, all right, let's just check the next room.
No, yeah, well. I
That
guess.
happened probably more than the bad rolls.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, more realistic.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? There was a time in my life when I first started jamming, I'm like, they got to find everything. But now I look forward to the times when you miss huge game-changing treasure.
And then now it seems like you look forward to gloating about it with David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little,
Yeah, you
which
buddy.
seems a
You
little-
do,
Basically.
buddy,
Isn't that right,
David.
old buddy
Yeah.
David?
Yeah.
seems like a little much
Exactly.
to me.
I'm not sure I like this new dynamic.
You should see the emails the day after our sessions, where it's just like, haha, ability crystals.
Yeah, we got those dummies, huh, David? Yep. And he goes, yep, they sure are dumb.
You jerks.
That's what we say to each other.
Must be, he writes to you. It must be so hard, Troy. Jamming for such stupid people. Man, I don't know how you do it, friend.
We go back and forth all day long, and then we trade
We laugh and laugh.
brisket recipes. Grant's brisket recipe.
No,
David hacked it.
David had
that's
Like
top
Grant's
secret.
computer.
There's no way without a DC 35. Oh, shit.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Damn it, David.
Here's the thing. So you guys have the information now. You have the key code to get into the Temple Found, to get into the Foundry. You probably want to go back and check in with the Herald and get your bearings, I would assume, yes?
Rest.
You wanna
Rest.
Rest.
Quick little 10-minute rest.
Yeah, what I didn't realize until right before we went live, Matthew brought it up, is you got to get back over these these floating chunks of rock.
Well, no, only Dax does.
Only Dax and a backup pilot.
Only Dax does so that he can go in town and hire a pilot.
I also don't want to. I don't want to be awful, but remember PG, like
I
what?
do not.
I'm sorry.
Who?
No,
Nope.
not again.
A lot
That
of people
joke
started this at
sucked the first
96.
time.
You opened the door. You asked if we remembered.
Right.
This
I
is a
know.
character from your backstory? It's an NPC from Linnea's backstory?
Yeah, I will.
You guys
sometimes-
remember?
I'll sometimes zone out during those long like expositional scenes where it's like there's a list of like characters like NPCs. So if that was someone I missed, I apologize.
Pretty
No.
sure. Pretty sure PG was a backstory character.
PG is a movie rating, as I recall.
True. Is that what you meant?
That's what you said. She said you remember going to PG movies. Which I kind of do. Like, I don't know the last one. I think actually Call of the Wild. Call of the Wild was PG.
How
See,
it was called The Wild.
And real good.
It wasn't that good. So if that was your question, Ellie, Call of the Wild was not that good.
Anyway,
Look at this. Had you gone back, if you're looking back at the map here,
Stop.
and
Don't.
gone, no, I want to show you. If you were
Shut
like,
up.
you know what, let's just go back through the way we came in, right? this would have been a total waste because look at this shit right here. That whole room collapsed.
Oh.
And so it's all just meant to slow you down as you go through. You're like, oh, all right, maybe we can just go this way. Damn it, I already committed
wow.
the,
So
the
seriously,
movement speed to there.
If Callum doesn't do that, I mean,
What do we even do?
Yeah, exactly. What was the like? So you had to
So
roll
you've got to
20.
get to this door here that Callum teleported through. DC 20 strength check to open that. The one that you guys were struggling with is 25. I basically told you that during the app, but this was a DC 20, which is also brutal, but a little more doable, especially if you get a combo. Then you get through there and you jump through the window. It's 10 feet of movement, or you can do an acrobatics check. If you fail the acrobatics check, you fall prone inside of the building. The last person out, I can't remember exactly, but it has an even more difficult check, and if they fail it, they get buried and die.
They get buried and die.
And die.
and they die.
DC 20 is not a given. That
It's
means
not
that
a given.
I
It's
have-
just
I would
slightly
have had
less
to roll
impossible.
with aid of 15, with 2 aid 13. But still, that's no
joke.
joke.
Yeah. What it does is it burns rounds of you trying and hitting that 15 while ceilings collapse, because this room here where Qualo fell through, that was 3 rounds after the floor collapses. The whole room collapses. This room with the difficult terrain is 6 rounds. But if you're still fucking around with that door and the rest of you are in here trying to get out, you could be buried in that room. And then when you're buried, Dave and I were going over the mechanics for this. It's like, you can dig out your friend, but in the meantime, you're just going to get buried and die.
Yeah, it takes a long time
Yeah,
too.
it's bad news bears.
It's like 200 bulk of rock.
Oh
person.
my God.
Yeah, you make and you move like 5 bulk in a minute.
So really, we did better than even high expectations.
Yeah,
By all survivors.
You've exceeded all my expectations. I was really hoping Linnea and Callum would fall.
Wow. I feel really deserving of the bottle cap now, too, though, because everybody would have died.
Yeah, they,
Qualo would have been fine. back up
Unless.
there.
they owe everything to you. But as you come outside, that should be evident that Callum saved the day. That you very well could have all been in that crash, were it not for this young,
Stupid tween.
unarmored, poorly made character.
Yeah.
Dax.
Yes, Captain.
Dang, it sucks that my character was so poorly made. Yeah, go on. No, sorry, go on. You having a conversation?
Scott, you were having a conversation?
Dax,
Yes, Captain.
would you be so kind as to go and retrieve the Sarissa so we can show our new companions
What a real pilot looks like?
Our sweet ship.
our sweet ship? our sweet ride.
wheels. Aye, Captain. And he will just start walking toward the chasm.
Does he need help?
No. Sure.
I-
Yes.
No, I don't. Okay, no. you're fine.
So wait, you have a grappling hook, right? And shoot it across, but then it's got to stay behind. But then you can get to the other side and draw it back in.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if you're doing it solo, you have the athletics checks. It's just a matter of something else comes and attacks you.
Right. So, Linnea, yes, come with me. It will be better as a pair. And I believe you will have no problem crossing the rope.
Right. She's gonna give Callum a look of like, "Are you gonna be okay?" But it seems. I mean, I think she's blown away by Callum, so I think she's more like, "Are you gonna be okay? And will you be my friend after this? Because you're awesome."
Callum is.
She's always sucking up to the
Heavy-
teens.
She's
That
also a teen.
Linnea, always looking for the approval of teens.
Well, she's going. That youth demographic is killer, man. If you can get that,
No, but it's like.
She's got the votes.
It's like
That's
those social situations where you're like, I'm the cool person here, but then you realize, no, I'm like the loser who's gonna get kicked out unless I impress people, and I think that's how she's feeling right now. I'm like, oh my god.
I'd like to imagine they're both like heavy breathing, like after like a soccer match or something, and they do like the weak high five to each other, where it's kind of like,
yeah.
It doesn't take that much to make men our age heavy breathe. We don't need a whole soccer match. It's just stairs.
Just watching a
Just
soccer match.
stairs. Yeah. Going to the bathroom. Yeah, anything.
Joe, are you okay?
I don't want to talk about it.
Doesn't sound right.
Joe,
Wrap it up.
Joe, I think you need to see a urologist as soon as possible.
You hear me screaming?
Or a proctologist.
Have you been
During the intermission.
passing kidney stones all night long? Oh, terrible.
All right. So, what is your athletics there, bro?
Plus 13.
And what is yours, Linnea?
Plus 12.
All right, so both of you, if you're unmolested, can make these checks, no prob.
Skate across.
Will you be unmolested?
What?
Yes.
Find out after this ad break. Will they be molested if you just turned in? That sounds weird.
Oh my god.
We take ad breaks now because it just makes something already shitty a little cleaner. And I wanted Joe to grab me a Coors Light during the break, and you ran like Indiana Jones grabbing his hat. And yet you came back without the hat.
And as we've established, he very nearly died as his lungs nearly collapsed.
There's no Coors Lights. Do
No, it was just that.
Is there a urologist in the house?
That porter.
you want a Miller Lite draft?
Please, somebody!
I kind of do, yeah.
All right. We'll take care
We
of
got
it.
a lot left.
Another commercial break.
Another commercial.
We do have another one.
We'll see.
Joe looks off in
Right.
the distance.
No. Dead Sons, huh? Book 4.
Oh, there are other people in here. That's right.
All right. So what do you jerks want to do? You want to just go across? All right. So you go across the first one.
Can we cover their crossing, like with my sniper rifle?
Totally. You go second and third. I'm not doing an encounter here. You get across.
Sweet.
Sharp lane.
Shugung gung.
Gung, 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 gung.
But now the two of you got to walk through this city solo. Just Linnea and Dax. A couple of new buds.
Whoa.
Two
Soldier to
soldiers.
soldier.
What is the conversation like between these two unbelievable heroes?
I'm not even looking at him.
I didn't listen to what he said.
Yeah, no, he can fuck off.
We're walking across.
Right.
Keeping an eye out for danger. Keeping our weapons raised. Dax. Spectacular marksman. Linnea. Battle dancer.
Battle flower.
Heroes in the open.
I mean, she's pretty damn good, just so you know.
Is that what you say to him?
You know, I'm pretty damn good.
How you're opening this role play?
Just so
You know,
Just in case you were wondering, I kick ass.
That's how I usually start.
He got Grant real bad. Oh my god. He can't breathe, he's dying. He's like vomiting.
Hey, mister, just so you know, I'm pretty damn good.
what does Dax say to that?
I thought you were. You were quite impressive with the giant gel creature.
Right, yeah. Have never encountered anything like that before, but it was pretty damn cool.
I've never seen anybody move quite that way when fighting. Of course, I haven't seen a lot of fighting. Is this common where you come from?
No, my mother, Mac, and she got a little sad when she mentions it, but she hired me a personal tutor when I was very young, and so I started training the practice of this dance. And then, and it's a very efficient way of becoming a good warrior, and we do it as of a performance art, basically. But
Who is we?
I'm not fully us, the battle flowers of Ning. But I'm not fully trained yet.
What is Ning?
It's a people.
Was that a question?
What is name? I don't know.
I never got that far.
That's
But I'm a pretty
I haven't
impressive
heard.
battle flower.
I dropped out.
I like how Dax,
Dropped out before I could learn the answer yet.
I like how Dax is now Mark Zuckerberg. Was that a question?
Exactly.
This is a deposition. This is really
I'm still learning human intonation.
I need to be so I need to learn this life skill also in life of just like trying to change the conversation, because people when they ask me stuff I'm just like, yep, and it's like in customs when I try to get into the country.
Is that why you're held for hours and hours every time? They're like, she's pretty dodgy. Put her in a room.
It's like they're like, "Are you a child?" And I'm like, and instead of saying like, "Shut up," I'm like, "I don't know." And they're like, "We should call your parents." Anyway, that's
Probably,
Hands against the
you probably
wall,
shouldn't
kid.
tell the customs officials to shut up.
yeah. That also is a
Also,
Bad start.
That's a good strategy.
Yeah.
Your mother, I knew her well.
Right.
She spoke of all of you, your sisters and you, with great care, I felt.
Right.
She expressed a wish to speak with you again.
Yeah, the last text I got from her was a little bit confusing, but and she pulls it up, and for some reason it calms her to see her last conversation with her mother. I can see that Mac is probably typing like in all caps, like.
I was just going to say,
Mom, why are you yelling?
most texts for parents are confusing.
What was it in all caps? They're going to blow me up with a spaceship? Because then that would be appropriate.
No, she mentioned it was actually right.
I think it's for like Google searches.
Yeah.
It's just like, what is crunking? It's like in all caps as a text.
Actually, my mom did ask me once because the newspaper of my town is UNT, and then they made a
Und?
cup.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
On its side.
Yeah, and my mom. And I'm not gonna say the word. I'm gonna say it the way she pronounces it, and then it's not offensive. She's like, "What's kunt?" And I'm like,
Oh, Mom.
It wasn't the pronunciation that scared me.
Grant's out of here.
See you, Grant.
anyway, what were we? What were you?
She
You were
expressed a
doing
wish
some
to speak with you,
roleplay.
not long before she died.
Yeah, no, we stayed in touch. She wasn't really happy with the others, and they were really not happy with her. But she and I always had a special bond. I like to think she always liked me, and I liked her. But yeah, I never understood the animosity everyone seemed to have to her.
You had no understanding of it. You have no guesses as to why she drove them away.
It's been all these lies since she passed. I mean, so I don't know if you knew what happened, but she passed. So what happened? You know, she blew up,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
That is factually correct. She was exploded.
she blew. Well, that's what she thinks.
She was blown up
yeah.
real good.
She blew up, and
It was everywhere.
Yeah.
Vaporized.
She blew up online. Everybody loved it. It's like,
Yeah.
dang, this is blowing up. Here's my SoundCloud.
yeah.
Yeah, what's the story that you told? That she like what is this? What is the party line that the Drift Rock 5 told when they got back?
I don't think we lied about it.
I don't think you said we had to explode her.
The way
We had no choice.
She demanded we explode her.
the way the Linnea, there's videos she's seen, and I don't know if this is you can retcon this obviously, but the way I think she's seen it is that it looks like Mac is sacrificing herself by her own, like she is, like it looks like a cut that makes it look like she's exploding,
She like called in an airstrike on her own position.
or had like a grenade or something, you know, something that makes. I don't think
To kill the beast.
exactly.
at
I
the
don't
same
think.
Right, I don't think it was ever publicly detailed that
Exact-
Friss shot
Exactly,
her.
that's what I'm
No.
saying. Like, I think she only knows that the last thing she said, "Tell my daughters I'm sorry," and
Right.
then it was like this explosion. And so I think, as far as Linnea knows, she thinks that she saved herself. Oh, sorry, she killed herself to save you guys, but never made that call.
Yeah. And I mean, it's become a rallying cry across all of Absalom Station. The
Yeah.
flyers with her photo is remember the sacrifice of Mac.
Yeah.
But the details.
Yes, I do remember clearly. Your mother sacrificed herself so that we could get away and continue our mission. She knew there was something greater at stake than her own life.
Yes. She.
Just realizing.
Mine.
I'm just realizing we sent the android to explain the death of her mother.
Yep. Whoopsie.
You always send the Vulcan.
Yep.
Exactly.
How, yeah, no, I think, but no, my family has been weird about it. They've made it into a PR thing, and
Your sisters.
my sisters, yes, the oldest one, Camille, she's been weird something happened between them a long time ago. I don't know what it is, but they've been starting to lie about it, basically. They're saying all these terrible things about my mother that I know can't be true. My mother would never do such things that they're claiming. Anyway, I'm rambling. I just want to know the truth. I'm here to, and you all seem to be decent people, and she mentioned you, actually. She seemed to be fond of you. Were you romantically involved?
No, we were not. I admired your mother greatly. She was an extremely interesting example of the ability to interact and manipulate people.
That's what most men say about her, actually. It's in dreams.
Yes, it was very difficult to not do what she wanted you to do.
Oh, dear God, I'm sorry. No, she can be very forceful and also very aggressive when it comes to flirting, and I'm happy you were able to stay away from that.
No, I was not able to stay away from it as much as learn from it.
Interesting.
She is very impressive, as I said. The
Well,
ability to force people to your own will is not something I have ever mastered, though I feel like I have succumbed to it in the past. I wish to turn the tables, and she was a good example of how to start. But I feel I'm still very far away.
Right, I think you're doing a good job, but no, I never had her skills either. I like to show more than tell, so to speak. I'm not good with what she was doing. She did a lot of things, commercials, and
She didn't.
We've talked about this.
She
for a
lied
second.
about doing a lot
we
of
need
things.
to talk about this.
We need
Maybe
to talk
she,
about
I
this.
maybe
know,
she
no,
doesn't
no,
know.
The
Mac-
funniest thing that's ever happened on this podcast was an improv that came out of your mouth.
No, but I know. And Linnea thinks it's her mom, but it's not her mom.
So her mom
Linnea
has lied
thinks
to her
too?
family.
Enough so that she wears a maple syrup
And discusses her
necklace
family's
and
maple
discusses
syrup
her
connections.
family's maple syrup business.
We need to clear up the canon.
So, like, where
Mac-
did she get the money?
Did she lie to her own family?
She 100% did.
Wait,
But-
Max
No.
said, it's like, hey, is that you? And that's maple syrup? I was like, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
That was what happened?
Mommy,
diplomat.
Mommy, that's you.
A
Yes.
high-ranking
I can
diplomat.
see it being one of those scenarios
And she's
where
like,
she's
"You
like,
know
she
your
gets
Uncle
it
Pat?"
a lot. She gets it a lot.
Can't you just admit you
Wait.
screwed up?
Wait,
Oh my god.
are the constant
Oh my god.
are the constant lies that your sisters are telling that your mom wasn't in the commercial? Because those aren't lies.
When Ellie first sent me the character sheet, it was like, here's the sheet for Linnea McCullen. I said, you know, McCullen's your mom's first name. Your last name is Donovan.
It had been a while. Come on, in Ellie's defense.
No, but they do.
But I let that slide. I will not let slide. I will not yes and this maple syrup. I have a limit. The whole joke was that she looked like the maple syrup. And they were like, all right, we won't kill you.
Right.
She wasn't the maple syrup.
All right,
Episode
fine.
7. Episode
Wait.
7. Look it up.
I'm trying to yes and this. And so not only did she lied to her entire family about looking like the person on this commercial, but she also lied about having family connections to the maple syrup industry.
And then bought diamond-encrusted maple syrup necklaces for the whole family.
I made
Just to perpetuate the lie.
You know your Uncle Pat? He's in big maple syrup.
Uncle Phil?
No, Phil was.
Uncle Phil.
Phil was.
Well,
his
I mean,
cosmetic.
they really have this hoax going deep because Laura Aquana couldn't detect any lies at Uncle Phil when she asked for his maple syrup money.
Mac is basically the Bernie Madoff of Starfinder. She totally bamboozled her entire family into believing this hoax.
This is like the bridges of Madison County. Her children are going through her things and they're like, Mom wasn't in the maple syrup commercial?
Linnea
And she knew Clint Eastwood?
And her first name was McCullough.
Old Linnea McCullen, the heir to the great maple syrup fortune. We're 96 episodes in at that point.
Okay, so the sad thing is that I made so many mistakes on that episode, 196 or whatever, when Linnea was introduced, and I had this whole thing planned, and then I was like, Uncle Phil came out, and I'm like, oh fuck, what do I do now? And then when it came.
Uncle Phil was fine. We were all fine with Uncle Phil.
No, that's not the canon. Oh man, it's like so, and now I'm so deep down. I don't know how to solve it.
How do I wade out of the sea
Let's-
of lies?
We-
That's why I wade out of the sea.
Who the hell did Captain Aquana call?
I can't. I mean,
Who was that?
If there is ever a TPK, it's so nice to know that we could all become a family member of the Donovans, and I'd be like Uncle Phil, and everyone would be like, that tracks.
Yep.
That he exists.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's move forward.
You get back to the ship.
Yeah, we get back to the ship.
It's gone. No, you get back to the ship, and Dax fires it up. He doesn't know where the key goes, though. He puts it like in the windshield.
Stop it. He's an extremely goddamn skilled pilot.
Turn it on.
He's just on a cold streak.
100-episode cold streak.
I'm coming back, baby. I'm coming back.
And you want to try and fly it over there with your expert piloting skill. You need to give me a DC 30 piloting check
That's right.
to bring the vessel close
You don't
enough.
have to rub it in, David.
Well, it's just like before. We've been here before.
Failing the piloting check by 9 or less
Not gonna
means
happen.
you can't get it close enough for them to climb in, we'll
Okay.
say. Failing it by 10 or more, the spaceship, along with you and Linnea McCullen, careens off into space.
What if
Linnea.
the doctor were to be on comms and guide him in?
A little assist to the piloting
Yeah,
check.
little. Yeah,
Or he's got the...
I'm like Lloyd Bridges in Airplane.
Parking
Yeah,
space.
I picked the wrong day to stop sniffing glue, and I'm talking to him on the radio.
Yeah.
You kind
Talking him
of,
down.
with your hair right now, you fit
look
in the
very
role.
much
I
like
did,
Lloyd
yeah,
Bridges.
Yeah.
Passengers, so did I. There's a sale at Penny's.
What can you make out of this?
I can make a hat or a brooch, pterodactyl. All right, so yeah, I'll allow the check
Okay.
if Dax wants it. Dax,
Of course.
You see a beep coming in from Dr. Friz.
Beep, beep, beep.
All right, so first of all,
Bridge.
Chuba, it's not that I have any doubt in your ability to pilot this craft. Okay? Okay? Hello? Are you there? Chuba!
I'm sorry, I muted the channel.
Oh,
Yes, doctor.
I can aid him as well.
all right, I have someone here. who
Shut
wants
your
to talk. Oh no. Can I talk to Linnea? All right, look. So
Yes, doctor, please. I crashed the ship before into some outcropping. I'd like to avoid that this time.
I barely remember.
If you
so-
could please direct me in.
I will try. So ease back. Okay, good. Okay, I want you to ease back on the throttle down to about 8%. Okay, and then just keep the V2. Okay. Let me do a. Can I do an engineering check?
Yeah, or piloting check.
Piloting. That's aid.
Okay, yeah, so you got the +2, and Linnea, you want to try and aid? What are you going to say to him? Good work.
Well, fuck. It didn't work.
So what do you... So now that
Do
you
I get
know
a
the-
negative too? Because you gave me bad pilot.
Yeah, now
Linnea
that you
just,
know
like,
the
grabs
result of the
the
roll,
wheel.
what do you say to him?
Well, I think you got it. And then, I don't know, she takes a nap or something.
I think you got it.
Somebody wake up, Hicks.
Somebody wake up.
I'm gonna,
All right,
here
you
we
got
go.
a +2 to this roll, DC 30.
For close encounters.
Let's do this.
I'm getting the damage dice ready
You son of a bitch.
for the
You
inevitable.
son of a bitch, O'Brien.
Natural one.
I'm sick of your shit. Here we go. Natural 20. Boom saw.
Hairpin
Yeah.
turn, it comes in
Fly into the danger zone.
Something is up with Joe.
As he's like sweeping it in, opens the bay door.
Howie, crank
Comes
it up.
down, puts the pulls up his aviator sunglasses. You getting in or what?
What?
And the team climbs in.
Everyone, shh. Linnea is sleeping.
Be quiet, please.
I've been trying to get her asleep for an hour. She won't stop talking about her family fortune.
She's been telling false stories about her backstory.
Finally got her down. She's been telling lies for the last 90 minutes. I finally got her
Yeah,
down.
she almost has me convinced. Mac wasn't in the commercial, right? She wasn't, right?
You get back to the Emerald landing pad with the lichen all over the place, and then you want to go to the foundry right away, or do you want to go rest?
I think we need to rest.
At
Rest.
Cloudside.
We could also
Condominium?
rest on the ship. Oh, we need to talk to the Herald, though. We need to talk to the Herald.
We should report back to Harold Tiazello of what we found here on the Broken Lands.
What'd you call earlier, David?
Harry T.
Harry T.
Harry
Harry T. All right, so you're gonna go see Harry T and the Fun Bunch. at Cloudside.
At the Y.
At the Y.
The why?
Harry T. The Fun Bunch. Get in a little pickup basketball, a little 3-on-3 half.
Little Easter mock. Y. You see Harold's out there doing a little game of horse with the kids. Harold's like, alley-oop off the rim, windmill dunk. And the kid's like, oh, Harold T! You got mad skills. What's up?
What's up? How did it go? I was just demonstrating my mad skills to the teens. I can make it in from the free throw line. Watch this sick jam.
She backs up.
She makes us watch her
Hook shot.
do a jam from the free throw.
Maybe gravity here. Maybe gravity functions differently here.
Had no idea that Harold Tiazella was a douchebag.
So absurd. She's waiting to see what you've been up to. The first thing she's like, watch me do the slam. Watch me do Jordan slam.
We do the stick slam.
We look so messed up. We come off the ship. We look horrible. And she's like, hold on.
We have information vital to the survival of your colony. She's like, hold up.
Wait.
Hold up.
There's a group of young
dribble,
kish
dribble,
with like
dribble.
tens holding it up in the background like it's a dunk contest.
Oh, she just throws the ball to one of the teens.
Oh, we should go inside. Please, come.
And you walk in, and all of the other Kish are just like wide-eyed because they know what you've been to. They know that you went to the Maze of Ghosts. They know you went to the House of Renewal. They know that you braved the Broken Lands and returned, or at least they think you do.
And they know just how sick that jam was.
And they all know in their hearts sick that jam was. She's been slamming jamming for the past hour and a half before
Barely
you
broke
showed
a
up.
sweat.
Harry D.
Yes, they call me Harry T. for my mad skills on the court. But now
I am Harold.
but not, yes, in front of them now. I am Harold. You must tell us of your exploits. Do you understand what you have done is something that none of us have really accomplished. Sure, some of us have explored the Maze of Ghosts or walked in the House of Renewal. We have walked these streets with reverence our entire lives, and even some have foolishly braved the Broken Lands.
Walking with my feet 6 feet off the ground.
So unbelievably well timed. Skip.
That's the song she uses for her highlight reel.
Slow-mo, reverse
Troy, quick question though. What language is this?
This is all in Kish.
Do we have a little issue though with our two new friends?
Oh, yes, I'm
Right.
sorry.
I'm Linnea, by the way.
I have been talking and I do not understand the tongue of your strange friends. Yes, thank you, David. I was so excited about hearing of your exploits. I did not notice that you had 2 other strangers with you. Did you find these creatures in this broken land, this boy and this liar?
Her insight is so penetrating.
That's why she's the Herald.
That's why she's the
Not
Herald.
the Herald for nothing.
Talavet has covered her in an aura of lies. I can sense it.
Our new friends came looking for us. And happily they did find us. Without their help, we would have perished on the Broken Lands.
But how did they find you? They were in the Broken Lands, or did they fall from the sky?
They came as we did, on a ship. Visitors from another world brought them here.
A flying metal cloud.
Flying metal cloud, yes.
Oh. allow me to share our language with you. Can you tell them in your tongue?
Do not be alarmed. She's gonna do this thing, and you'll be able to understand what she's saying. It won't hurt or anything.
It is harmless.
I promise.
All right.
She did it to us a couple times already.
Feels awesome.
We like it now.
She shares languages. Blood starts pouring out of Linnea's nose. Callum's head explodes.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't usually happen. Welcome, new friends.
Oh wow.
If
It's coming right through. Wow.
if you are friends with our new friends, then I trust you as well here in our sweet little community. Were you a part of the expedition to the Broken Lands as well?
Well,
Yes, they joined us during the
What?
expedition and helped us.
we
Yeah, lady, I don't know what's up.
Yeah, you're seeing these creatures. They're weirdly tall. They've got this like mandible that's disconnected from their jaw that like clacks when they talk. Big, huge eyes, long limbs, and a minute ago they were playing hoops.
And they
now,
were sick as hell.
and now you're in this.
It's
chapel.
Avatar. It's Avatar.
It's
It's
Avatar.
Avatar. Yeah, I thought before you were just like not talking, like making noise. Now you're talking.
yeah.
What's going on?
This is our friend, the Herald Tiazel.
TSL, yes.
Harold.
Street name Harry T.
When we become closer, you may
But
call me
these
Harry T.
He's called Harry T because on the court he'll beat the hair off your ass.
I thought it was a woman.
Gee. It's Harold in my head still because of how I misspelled it
It
for
is a
ages.
common misconception.
She.
Yes.
Either way, and you see that the rest of the Kish have started to gather.
I would wish for you to tell us the story of what you have seen here, and you should do so right after this ad break and this slick compilation of my jabs. Weren't those sweet? I especially liked my through the legs tomahawk windmill. But I think they were all pretty rad. Anywho, now that we've all been sufficiently hyped, I must, and not only I, but all of us, need to hear of your exploits. Because you see, it was the prohibiting of outsiders such as you, and you, and you,
Points to Linnea and Callum.
that has led to this civil strife amongst our people. But yet look at what you outsiders have accomplished. You have walked in our city and seen things that some of us who have lived here our entire lives have not seen, and you have lived to tell. Please, regale us with your story of Eastermark.
So what all have we discovered like on our journey here?
about ourselves, or
Well, this is a really tricky question because their entire society is based on a misreading of what this corporation used to do here.
Yeah.
So, like, we could, like, how much of it do we want to actually share with them? Prime Directive and all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's Prime Directive is weird because like they've already been kind of exposed to this other like external thought. So, yeah, that's really tricky.
But yeah, exactly. But they're the descendants of a superior, not a superior.
More advanced.
More advanced.
It's more technologically
civilization,
advanced.
So it's like a little bit like finding if our world right now would go through an apocalypse and then 200 years from now or a million years from now when for some reason we all exist here and there's things still around, and then like aliens would come and be like, hey guys, did you know that you used to be like this, right? Like I think it's not as bad to tell them about what actually happened.
No, it's like saying your entire religion is based on you guys misinterpreting
Well, that's most religions.
archaeology.
Well,
Bada bing, bada boom.
Ooh.
this particular.
And imagine how many people are going to be so mad at you right now.
No. I'm sure they.
Yeah, but if they believed you, if you were like, if they took anything that you said seriously, how angry would they be?
Yeah.
How lucky are we that no one does? But no, it is. It's like that's the whole thing about in human society. Like if there was an alien race, if like a UFO showed up and they would like contact and they had a big thing, and it's just like, all right, first thing, God's not real. You're all wrong. Regardless, everyone would explode.
Yeah.
Everybody would freak
There'd
out.
be some flame
You know
wars.
what? You know what I think about? It's like as if there was an apocalypse or something, and in the future we, all we remembered was football, and we like praised and worshipped football because we thought it was this big thing, and then aliens came down and we're like, actually, we found out football was just like a sport, and there's like a ton of sports, and you guys made a mistake by worshipping football. It's not a real thing.
Yeah.
People would be like, well, what are we supposed to believe if
But I
it's
have-
not football?
I have sacrificed many geese to the god Marino.
Exactly.
So many geese.
Oh man.
Exactly.
Even I understood that joke.
I don't know why I always
Dan
think about
Marino,
that.
right?
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
Nice.
Dan.
I've
Yes,
seen Ace
bottle
Ventura
cap.
1.
Ah.
Oh, right.
Skid has
right.
not.
I have
Is
not.
a reference.
No.
It's amazing. I mean, I haven't seen it in 20 years.
Doesn't hold up.
Okay.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah, so are you guys going to tell
Yeah.
the
So
truth?
what?
See, I think we should tell them we journeyed to the Broken Lands.
Yes.
On our way, we were beset by several monsters, and one of our own fell and was lost.
But the Broken Lands came afterwards. Please tell us in chronological order. Do you understand? By worshipping Talavet, it is the story itself that is paramount to everything else. The presentation of the story is key, and you're doing it in a shitty way.
Yes, Captain, I believe I understand. They wish
Will
us
you
to
not
begin at the
join
beginning.
us in mourning for our fallen comrade that you didn't even notice was gone?
Yes, where is the monkey?
Poor Peach.
PG is lost.
So you were starting in medias res.
Yes.
With the loss of your monkey friend.
Yes.
And then you
She
were
was
going
more
to go
feline,
back.
really, than simian.
A cat. Yes, I did not know this.
If you look down, it says monkey tattooed across his chest. And then if you look in a mirror.
Oh.
Is that
Whatever.
canon?
No, whatever.
Dr. Friss, as a fellow hairy person, what were you going to say?
So, I mean, what did we actually learn?
So in the House of Renewal, you found that medical chamber.
Right, we found that eugenics
you-
chamber and
Right.
shit.
You worked on it, and then,
Oh, he wants.
unbeknownst to other people, you went back.
She wants Frisk to go all the way back to that. I thought we talked. We've talked to her
Actually,
since
But
then.
now
haven't
she wants you to tell the story in front of everyone.
The Maze of Ghosts was actually first.
It's the Maze of Ghost.
And that's where you found the projector, which you still haven't done anything with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you fought the elements, and then obviously Broken Lands.
So, we went to the place of ghosts, the Hall of Ghosts.
The Maze of
Maze.
Ghosts.
We went to
yes.
the Maze of Ghosts.
Yes.
We went through that, and we recognized the method by which these ghosts would manifest.
Really?
Yes.
They're all like, oh.
They are similar to things that we can do.
What do you mean, similar?
we can use our knowledge, our science, our skills to reproduce something similar. These people, these ghosts, as you call them, they are ghosts, but they left a record of themselves. They left a means for their story to pass through generations and speak to you now. There is no threat. There is not a haunting. These are people that wanted you, their descendants, to know who they were. And they left a story, they left a record, and we were able to hear it.
And what did the record say?
They were like us. They came from up there. They came here with a purpose.
And we walk in their footsteps.
You do.
In the footsteps of these giants that were our ancestors.
They were more knowledgeable about the ways and means of the universe.
Fascinating.
Its workings in a way that you are capable of learning to, all of you, because you are their children.
We have spent so much time simply in awe of them as godlike figures. It never dawned on us to try and learn from them. Yes, perhaps we shall walk differently through that maze next time.
Yes, you should know that you are gods as well, Chubana. You can be. You have this strength, this knowledge, this potential knowledge within you. You can learn their ways. You are not so different than them.
And what about the House of Renewal? What secrets did you find there? Listen, everyone. Listen to this man, for he is wise.
What should we say about the House of Renewal?
Say it. We could warn them away from it.
Yeah, we
'cause
should,
it's-
exactly.
Say it can make them perfect.
No.
No, I think we should. If you can find a way to warn them away from it, that what they,
Well,
Can
we
also-
should fix it so they can go there to get healed. Like they are using it to get hoping to get healed.
but it only works a fraction of the time.
But
not
he
what
could
it's
fix
for.
it. But he could fix it.
Maybe.
They tried to use their knowledge. They were full of their conscience, their hubris, pride. Too much pride in their knowledge. And they tried to perfect their forms. But they fell short. And any who try to replicate what their efforts could suffer a horrible fate, become monstrous. I have taken it upon myself to try to reverse engineer what they tried to do. Maybe with some time I can make it better and I can share it with you.
But in our past, we just pray, and if we are worthy, we are healed. And if our ancestors find us unworthy, we are punished by being turned into horrible forms. You have a way of bypassing the ancestors' will?
No, you do not understand. Prayer, they are not listening, but they have left stories for you to hear.
Oh, fascinating. Perhaps in our listening, we were not listening the right way.
Yes.
Rather than just waiting for them to give us their favor, they left the clues all along for us to figure it out ourselves. Is that what you are saying?
Yes, Basa.
Listen.
That is exactly what I
Listen to this man. Clearly you know things if you've been able to walk through here and over to the Broken Lands and come back to tell the tale. Speaking of the Broken Lands, where you found these two new companions and lost your friend. What happened there?
There was our companion who is gone. She was taken by creatures that travel along paths that you could not fathom. She is gone. We will find her. Don't worry about that. But for now, she is beyond our sight.
And the building that you accessed, what did you find there?
What did we actually find?
The key card.
Away
Well,
of
the access.
Away of the temple found.
Yeah.
We found
Million-year-old furniture.
Yes, we found the key to durable furniture, and we found a means of accessing the temple found. Our plan is to go there next.
You are going to go to the temple. By what means? You say you found a way to access it.
We did.
How?
We found a. Do you know puzzles? Do your people have puzzles?
Unata. Puzzles, yes.
Puzzles.
Yes, we understand the concept.
A missing piece.
Missing piece of the puzzle.
Put it in, and it all comes together. That is what we intend to do. We will take our puzzle piece, put it in, and it should open this picture. It will make it whole, and we will learn the secrets that lie beyond. We will share with you.
There was a time when you would have been welcomed in to the temple like anyone else. But the times have changed here on Istamak. That said, the temple remains the most intact of all of our buildings. We know it was of great importance to our ancestors, but we know not the exact reasons why. If Hunt Master Zavra did not convince our chieftain to shut its doors, you could have walked in freely. But this puzzle piece that you have discovered will perhaps allow you the entrance you seek. I fear that will lead to much bloodshed. There is an alley beside the building. You will see it when you reach the fountain. I believe down there is the entrance you seek. What you have said here today is amazing. Almost as sweet as that alley-oop I did earlier. Did you see it?
We saw it, yes.
Did you see it, new people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For such an old, weird. Nope. Tall lady.
Thank you.
It even appeals to teens.
The teens love it.
Good.
Okay.
I knew I still had it. Anywho. You have amazed us here on
this day, and all the other kish are just looking at you like wide-eyed, like you are among their ancestors, to be revered as gods.
We are most appreciative of your allowing us to move freely throughout your city.
Of course.
And the knowledge you've provided us in our mission, that will help us in our mission.
Well, I am happy to do so. This is the way our society has always been, and if things work out, it is the way our society should be. Rest now. You must be tired. And then tomorrow, all of our stories continue.
I will say one more thing to all of you, all of your people.
Yes.
This is your legacy. This is your birthright.
this knowledge that we seek. It belongs to you. It has been lost, clouded over countless centuries. We intend to reclaim it for you. You will no longer be burdened by ignorance. You will be as gods.
This is a new concept to us. Come. We shall feast and celebrate. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First, we shall have a game of 5-on-5, as is customary whenever such amazing stories have been told. We shall be shirts. You shall be skins.
Visitors are skins.
And that's just the song is playing while they're jamming. Boom. Linnea throws up one for Callum.
Kreska, like, oh, somebody throws a water bottle to Kreska.
TSL around the back, like Magic Johnson, no look pass.
Caleb takes off his shirt, but like blends into the court, so it's impossible to play with.
Dax pulls out of nowhere a red, white, and blue bandana. Like, puts it on. Sweatband. That's what it is. Sweatband.
That was truly a sick game.
Montage.
Troy, are they gonna get some sick kicks though?
Yes. You may have lost that amazing contest, but your story was quite deserving of these.
And she reaches down and says,
These are boots made from yohai, an animal that is native to Little Eastermark. They are now yours. And because your story, Dr. Fries, was so good, I shall give you this as well.
and she pulls out this like ceremonial looking battle bow.
She's like, this has been with our people for many centuries. They say it may have even come from our ancestors, though I cannot confirm that. It is yours as well, along with these cool Nikes.
I was going to say, are they Jordans?
Yes. They are Yohai Jordans.
Oh, man.
Wait, did we all get shoes?
No, there's only one pair.
What size?
Who are they for?
They conform to
Yes.
whoever chooses them.
For the
They're
roll-up.
magical items.
Yes, they are magical Jordans.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
If David hadn't reminded you, would you have just totally skipped over giving us that sweet
No, I would-
gear
I would-
for your basketball montage?
No, because while you were resting, I would have been like, oh yeah, the treasure.
I could see it slipping away. That's why I had to throw it in there.
I appreciate it. I might have totally forgot. And then I'd wait till the end of the adventure.
Oh, you did it. Here are these boots and this bow.
What do the boots do?
Oh, what
Shall
don't
I?
they do? David, tell them what the boots do.
They're simple looking gray boots lined with fur.
And the thing they do.
Yes, boots with the fur. Once per day is a full action. You can move up to your speed and make a full attack with with melee weapons.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
cool.
movement plus full attack.
Wow.
But the penalty is a -6 instead of a -4, and you take a -2 penalty to your AC until the beginning of your next turn.
So there's no point in ever using it.
Yeah.
But they're worth 4,200 credits. So
All right.
there you go.
We'll sell them. Those shitty shoes.
What about that sweet battle bow, David?
That sweet battle bow is an advanced battle bow, seeking advanced battle bow. So nice little fusion to it. That is 2d8 piercing with 120-foot range, but is analog, archaic, and quick reload. So the archaic property makes it a little tricky, but
I said they were from our ancestors.
exactly.
Yes.
It sucks.
We will stick with our giant advanced weapons.
Yeah, you know.
We give the bow
Guns.
back.
So that would do 5
No
fewer
thanks.
damage
Yes.
with archaic, meaning it could potentially do 0 damage.
Well,
a
so
lot of the
it's
time.
it's 5 fewer unless the target's wearing no armor or archaic armor.
Right, so if you're attacking Kish, it actually would just penetrate straight through.
right.
Interesting.
I want to get off this planet as soon as possible.
Yeah.
I want to make that clear.
Do they come with gift receipts?
No.
They
Sleep
feel like
well.
certificates of authenticity. like
Well,
Have you got money instead?
Well,
Captain.
it's Harry T's like first clothing line and stuff. So
Yes, I'm trying to make a clothing line based on my sweet mama jamma moves.
Cool. You signed your first contract with Nike.
Yes.
Perhaps you could find a way to use your sweet moves as an image on your clothing.
some streetwear.
I've never thought of that.
Just find something,
I will consider it.
some sort of iconic image.
Yes, I will send an email to our designer in the morning.
The infosphere is down on this planet. You can't do any such thing.
That was Troy saying that.
Got it.
All right, have a good rest.
You rest.
Yep.
You get back your level plus your con. Who is still down? Let me guess. Was your level plus your con over 65 hit points?
Yeah, but he gets his
No,
hit
he
points.
was
It's just for
yeah.
hit points.
Yeah.
And so he's all good.
No, I'm all good.
You good?
All set. I only lost 3 hit points.
Oh, that's right, because you get your stamina back, so it's only.
Good, dog.
Was
Tomahawk
anybody-
slam dunk on
Yeah.
those health points.
Was
you
anybody
threw
real?
a building at him, and he was barely scratched.
Yeah.
That's basically
That's
like
pretty crazy.
the Man of Steel plot.
Spoilers. All right, so is everybody in good shape?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dax is, yeah.
Are we getting
Ready to
we're
go.
getting a night's rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Callum, you got all your low DC spells prepared?
Oh, wow.
Okay. Wow. What is
Wow.
this I'm looking at?
Just wanted to make
Looks
sure.
like a
Aggression.
bottle cap that Troy just gave me in the last episode. I guess. Satisfactory. All my
My DCs are satisfactory.
spells are so good.
My.
Ready? I'm ready.
Want to head to the old temple?
No.
Ba-
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
We
No.
do. We
Wait,
do.
I have to pee. Okay, now I'm ready.
Okay.
How do you pee? That was so fast. In your boots?
Yeah, I'm wearing the new boot. Is that not what they're for?
Oh, no. No, they're for dunking, not for peeing.
So
I
who
heard.
is wearing those shitty boots?
Before we leave, Qualo wants Harold to sign them. Like he lifts them up
Just in case.
and hands out a
You
little
give him a Sharpie?
Yeah.
Give her a
All right,
Sharpie.
Thank you. I have not done this before. Oh, I could get used to that. What else shall I sign?
Could you sign my
Start
shell?
signing everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh. Smells of poop flowers. Good luck.
Sign my med kit, please.
Oh, all right. Anyone else? Oh, they're lighting
May I
up.
get a picture?
Oh, I have to go practice my free throws. Good luck at the temple found, please. Please don't cause even greater strife here. It was an attack on the temple that led to the civil war. Please remember what you are going to do. You have your own purposes for being here, but even though you may have to fight even our own kind, walk with reverence.
Understood.
So you head in the direction of the temple found.
TF.
I have the map up here. Can you guys see it? Have I moved it? Yeah. So this is what's happening. You're down on the lower western part of Little Eastamock, and temple found is due east and to the north. So you can kind of backtrack if you want to the spaceport, and then from there go straight northeast, past the Azure Palace Plaza, Lord's Folly, and Monument Hill, the temple found. I'm assuming you're not stopping to take photos of these other things. You're just heading straight to the temple, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
First, actually, we'll take several photos.
Several photos.
Yeah.
All right, so when you go past the Azure Plaza, it looks like this might have been like an outdoor mall. Okay, so I'm trying to think of what's analogous to what you would imagine it that they don't have a handle on in their minds. It looks
Farmer's
like,
market?
Yeah, like maybe a farmer's market. Obviously, any of the merchandise has been scavenged over the centuries and millennia, and so there's nothing in the stores. You see
Flea market.
You see an abstract art fountain in the center of the plaza that's like occasionally just sputtering some gray water,
Ugh.
and then occasionally be like bright blue. and then you keep moving past Lord's.
Why? Why?
Let's not let that go.
What don't you want to let
I
go?
drink the bright
What's
blue
the
water.
occasional bright blue water out of the brackish gross
Gray,
water?
gray, and then bright blue.
I drink it.
Oh.
Oh.
Callum, wait. And
Yeah.
then Callum drinks it.
Callum drinks it. Roll a fortitude save.
Wait, I was making a
Now
joke.
we joke. Oh, no, don't.
We don't joke about the blue water.
Do you want me to?
Did you drink the blue water?
No.
All right.
It'd be stupid. He's not stupid. He's just stupid.
He's not stupid. He's just thirsty.
He walks towards the fountain. He goes, "Should I touch it?"
Dr. Friss, what do you think is
Oh no. Okay.
could
well,
be the means of this
I
blue
want
water?
Linnea to just touch his hand and be like, "Don't disturb the water."
And then he
Yeah.
shakes off your hand and he goes, I wasn't gonna. And he just keeps walking
And
away.
then she slaps his face. No.
I was gonna say when I was a teenager, we all drank quite a few bright blue liquids. Powerade.
Were you drinking a
Gatorade.
hypnotic?
I drink none of those.
Hypnotique.
Hypnotique?
Hypnotique.
Hypnotique?
Wasn't there a Pepsi that was bright blue for a little while?
A blue curacao.
Curious.
There's Crystal Pepsi.
Code
Crystal
Code Blue.
Pepsi.
The vodka
Mountain
blue.
Dews.
Code Blue.
You
Yes,
keep
there is.
walking past, and you see what's listed on the map that Harold TSL gave you when you originally came, known as Lord's Folly, and it's just a big building that's like broken in most places. The walls look charred. Maybe it's used to be a library or a city hall or some sort of government building. It's big, and it's too difficult to see what it once was. There are no symbols even discernible from it.
There's no entries or anything?
Now they're all caved in. You keep walking, and then on your east you see Monument Hill. Looks like a park that is somehow connected to the large building known as Lord's Folly. You see a statue in the middle of the park of one of those ancient kish, just like standing there. Looks similar to the kind of dress that you saw in the Maze of Ghosts, but most of the head of the statue is gone. You could just tell from the build that it was one of those kish, and there's offerings all around it, food, dried flowers.
And Frisk literally is like, he's taking pictures of all of this. Like,
As you do that, you see like something fly by.
Oh no.
You just keep walking.
okay, let's go.
And then, well,
Yeah.
that's the flash that got him. And then up ahead, you see the temple found. What you know to be the foundry. You see the main entrance, got to be the main entrance, located in the center of the building's northern-facing portion. The front plaza features yet another elaborate fountain with like a hammer and anvil motif. You don't see anyone around.
And where was the alley that the Herald was referring to?
Around the building to the right, you think?
Shall we go to the alternate entrance?
Yes. Dax will lead the way.
Let's try to be a little stealthy about it, shall we?
Around to the right. Rolling stealth checks the whole way, as per orders.
As per orders.
Oh, and there was Pepsi Blue, by the way.
Thank you. I had a friend who was really obsessed, but I never had
Yeah.
it.
Everybody roll a stealth check.
Fuck.
What'd you get there, Dax?
15.
15. Callum?
7.
7 for Callum.
7 for Kreska as
7
well.
for Kreska.
Nice.
6.
6. Linnea?
5.
Oh my.
What about Dr. Frisk?
Roll the natural one.
No.
It's a 22.
So
Joe rolled the best.
Captain K's like, Dax, should go quiet. Dax like, got it. And everybody's like, all right, let's go. Ding, ding, shang, shang, shang.
Dax is right up there. Dax.
Dax, you say
Dax
so
is up there.
quiet?
Dax, turn right.
Hey, Dax. I
Clinking a
dropped everything
stick
out of my
along the
bag.
fence.
It's like walking down New York City.
I dropped all my cups, my metal cups out of my bag.
Dax,
Hold on.
Everyone quiet down.
Kreska's fire extinguishers is clanking off her dashko. It's like,
You walk by the fountain and occasionally just sputter water, and you see a number of crude images painted on the side of it. You've seen this before, and you've determined that it's usually been the current inhabitants writing things. You've seen it near the shrines that you found in the Maze of Ghosts and the House of Renewal. Just these symbols painted around the fountain. More water. There's a pool of water within it. You pass that, and now that you're closer, you see the front door is also emblazoned with some sort of imagery, but it's free of the kish graffiti. Looks like blacksmith imagery, similar to the hammer and anvil motif of the fountain. But you go past that to the side street that Harold TSL mentioned. And you loudly walk down.
Clank, 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 clank.
Bum, bum, bum.
And eventually it ends in a 20-foot tall metal fence with a closed gate that appears to be locked. Behind the gate, you see stairs that lead down.
Doctor, the passcode, if you please.
And Friss slides up and checks off his data pad. The thing.
You look and you see that this doesn't have that.
Oh.
This is something else. This is like
It's like
a gate before the side entrance.
Oh. And it's locked.
It's locked.
Kick it.
How tall is it?
20 feet tall.
Chain link.
Chain link.
How is it locked?
How is it locked?
Like, is it just like a padlock, or is
Yeah,
it?
it's internally locked.
Could it be open from the inside?
Can it be picked?
Yes. You
Press
could use
cool.
engineering to try and disable it. You could try to break it.
Yeah,
Or
let's
you can
break
just
it
hack
with our,
at it, but
with
that
our
might
hands.
cause noise.
Could we just climb it?
You could.
Kreska will activate her jump jets and go and hop right over it.
You get to the other side.
Perception check.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be a 20.
Stairs lead down into
21.
darkness. You see stairs leading down into darkness. It looks like you can unlock it from this side.
I will do so.
Kreska unlocks it, opens the door, and you all head down the stairs. Let's go to the map.
Jeez.
Let's see when the other shoe's gonna drop.
Shagunkunkoo. Fleety flumpty flu.
I know it's coming. I know it's coming.
I don't think I've revealed anything on this map.
I know. We're
We're
nothing
there.
here.
Black square.
It's dark.
Darkness.
You guys don't have dark vision.
Darkness.
Call
Yes,
it us.
we do. So many of us have dark vision. God damn it, idiot.
Wow.
So
Someone goes 0 to 100 real quick,
Right.
just like my boy Drake.
That's right.
Wow.
It's so unwise to go at the GM like that. It's like,
Idiot.
Oh man, I'm screwed. I'm screwed anyway. I was screwed
Right.
from episode 1.
It's true. You'll never make it out of this book. You stand before a door. You're still outside, but now that you've gone underground or below, below ground, it's dark down here. In terms of flavor, there are weeds poking through the cracks in the ground of this long but narrow courtyard that's in the shadows of the large building above. You see a broken bench sitting next to a simple but imposing looking metal door with no visible handles or hinges. However, you do see a sign affixed to the door above a digital keypad.
Doctor.
What do you do?
Friss steps up. Doot, 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 doot. Enters the code into the keypad.
Beep boop boop beep boop boop.
Did it work?
The door opens
nice.
into the temple found.
This is it, dude.
And we'll see in a few
It isn't really?
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Oh
Finally.
my god.
That is too long. If your story wasn't so damn long.
I know.
But
You just kept talking and embellishing.
All we got was those dumb boots.
Let's just watch some more Harold TSL's reel. Yeah.
I know. There was so much basketball.
Playing basketball.
Skip.
giant basket.